Chat, I found this video and it's the starting reality of TikTok cults. And I think I'm in it actually. Yep. Daddy's Girl cult. Yeah, we're actually in this one, so
A lot of us spend our time doom scrolling, specifically on apps like Instagram Reels and TikTok.
not less. Like I said, bro, shit just goes to people's head, bro. Like they really don't know, like understand that like I could have a TikTok that gets 3 million views, and people are gonna not recognize me, not remember my name, not do. It's gonna mean jack shit the next day.
However, beneath the surface level content, there's a much darker type of content
We
that
made
you wouldn't
it.
even believe exists, let alone influence people. And I know that can sound cliche, but by the end of this video, once we're done talking about the TikTok cults, I'm sure you're gonna agree with me. But before we understand what makes all of this possible, we need to talk about TikTok's algorithm. Because here's
I don't know
the
if
thing,
I
what
fuck
we're
with
about
this
to
hair or
cover
not.
isn't just random bad luck or isolated incidents. It's actually the result of how this platform,
Mr.
which
Two
millions of us
Sammy.
use every single day, is designed to work. And what better way to look into the algorithm than real world examples?
What does that tattoo in his face mean? R to the power of 2. What does that mean? Will I still be your diva? Of course.
Examples. First is when back in 2021,
5 seconds of fame and then it's done. It literally is less than that because there's literally a viral TikTok like happening every 10 minutes. Or fans. R squared, what's his name? I don't know. Tub is his YouTube name, TUV. Sleep over 10 hours after I go home. You hibernated, good sis.
researchers from Media Matters wanted to try something in the way of testing the algorithm.
Doesn't last long sometimes. It is literally meaning.
So they created a fake TikTok account and only interacted with transphobic content. Just that one type of content. And can you guess what happened? Well, within just a little over 2 hours of watching the videos, the algorithm started feeding the account white supremacist content.
By the way, chat, look at my Twitch channel. I hit 4K today on Twitch.
Anti-Semitic videos, and actual calls for violence. And of the 400 videos they analyzed, 103 contained anti-trans content, 42 were misogynistic, 29 had racist messaging, and 14 endorsed violence. Like, a user could download TikTok at breakfast and be watching neo-Nazi content before lunch. Just think about that. Especially in the context of TikTok having over 100 million daily users
900,
in the US alone,
yeah, W.
and more than a third of its daily.
Growing on Twitch is like pulling fucking teeth in this though.
Let's get TS started.
Let's fucking go, Katrina. Little
Let's
did
get
you
TS
know.
started.
We're getting the TTS started. But little did you know. The wheel of Coom has evolved. It's evolved. Shout out, motherfucking Katrina. My goat. Turn the fuck up. Shout out to motherfucking Katrina. Listen, we got cat ears. Take a shot. Full cat suit. Colin Creek Sampy. Turk stays up late. We've been adding new things to it. Soba no MOBA. Every street. I hate being sober. Shout out to motherfucking Katrina. I appreciate it so much. Oh, it's lit.
Daily users being 14 years old.
Shout out to Katrina. You really do, bro. If it's not that. Listen, bro. Morgus and I'll take a shot last night. That shit almost fucking killed me, bro. It's so crazy. I feel like when I was younger, chat, like pre-21, after 24 is really went downhill. I could take shots. Like a shot was nothing for me. I could go, no problem. Now I take them, I'm just like I'm about to fucking fall over. I don't understand. This shit is so bad. I'm back in a minute. See you, Horn.
Younger. Kids who are getting algorithmically fed extremist content just because they probably clicked on one wrong
It's
video.
more just
I know this
nasty to
doesn't
me
sound
more than
correlated
anything.
yet, but just stick around and you'll
Vodka,
see.
yeah.
Anyway, back to the real world
Sugar-free.
example. It's not just transphobia leading to white supremacy or such kind of stuff. This UCL
I know
study
what
from
you mean.
2024 found that TikTok's algorithm showed a fourfold increase.
Going to Sonic. Are you gonna get the nerd slush? Bro, they have a pickle slushy at Sonic. Did you guys know that?
In misogynistic content in just 5 days. Again, they knew this by creating fake accounts representing.
Doesn't taste like any. Oh yeah, I mean after I get drunk, it's easy. Like last night, I literally took one shot of vodka. That was it. Like I honestly didn't feel anything or like have any effect, but it's just gross. It's not good. You've had it, of course you would. I drove by today and they said the pickle slusherita is back at Sonic. And I was like, on a sign, I was like, oh my god, bro. It's interesting to try out. They got hard and the texture bothers me and they got hard.
Vulnerable teenage boys, you know,
Hurry
kids
back.
dealing with loneliness or looking for self-improvement content, etc., and began watching. The algorithm started them off with
This TikTok For You page is insane to me, bro. Like, whose fucking page is this? Cutely Sharps.
content about
Like, I've never seen any of these videos.
masculinity and working out, but within 5 days, the feed was 56% misogynistic content promoting the
Pickle
objectification,
juice.
harassment
I'm
of
not gonna
women,
try. I don't even like
generally
pickles.
degenerate kind of content.
I don't know
But
what
out
it
of that
tastes
whole
like.
Study, the part that
And we'll
really
never
puts
know.
everything into perspective here is what Dr. Kaylin Redger said, and I quote, "Algorithmic processes on TikTok target people's vulnerabilities like loneliness or feeling out of control and turn harmful content into a kind of game. So when young people are constantly exposed to things like self-harm or extremism, it just feels like entertainment to them."
Bro, principal investigator Dr. Caitlin Riegler from UCLA, you're a fucking idiot, bro. Listen. Does the algorithm track what you talk about, what you like, what you comment on? Yes, but that is still a fucking choice. You know what I mean? If a young person is microdosing himself on self-harm, extremism, or content like that, then that's what they fucking are engaging with. If they engage with content that wasn't that way, then it wouldn't be shown to them. Simple. I like pickles on anything.
And entertainment is another key word here. These algorithms don't just find vulnerable people, they make extremism feel fun and addictive. So, like I was talking about before, what the frick does this have?
I hate this notion, bro, that's come around, and maybe it's because I'm turning into an unk. Turning into unk boomer for real. The internet is what you get out of it. If the internet is not serving you, if it is not good for your mental health, turn the fucking computer off. Put your goddamn phone down. You've been unk. Well, I don't even mind anymore, bro. Because, like, I know probably every generation says this, but, like, shut up, Allie. You're not in the same generation. I'm the founding father of Gen Z. So I don't even hear it. But, like, the next generation is cooked, bro. They're completely chopped. They're literally, like, mindless morons. And not even in a way of like, oh, they have different ideologies. They're like, dude, how am I going to complete my assignment without ChatGPT and artificial intelligence? We're cooked, guys. Oh my god, my social media record. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. Dude, holy fuck, bro. People are so fucking like, I fucking hate these clankers, bro. Literal fucking cyborg computer people. Not even real human beings anymore.
To do with cults? Well, kind
I'm
of
22. Turn
because
up.
the same algorithmic systems that can radicalize someone into far-right ideology in a matter of hours are also perfect for cult recruitment. One of such incidents
By
happened
an
in
inch?
Missouri back in
What do
2023.
you mean by an inch?
6 people went missing, including 2 3-year-old children.
My birthday's the
after
4th
they got
month.
sucked into what investigators called a spiritual cult on social media. The group was called the University of Cosmic Intelligence, and it was apparently run by a convicted child named Rashad Jamal.
I think me being born in the first year of my generation really has given me an interesting but also different perspective of like growing up, because like I can relate to millennials. Millennials aren't that much older than me, and then I can also relate to Gen Z, but like I don't really feel like super a part of either of them in a way. April 15th, that's mine too. My birthday. By 4 feet. What up, Jada? And you'll be the new cringe. I relish that day, bro. I think in the past it would be, but I think this new generation, bro. I'm not even trying to be like. I'm sure like there's definitely things I've improved and disproved, as you know, from millennials to Gen Z. But this next generation is cooked for everyone, bro. You know what I mean? Like it's cooked. Like Gen X, it's cooked, bro. Like I like first of all, they have the lowest test scores of any generation in the American history, which is kind of crazy, seeing that like back in the day, bro, like people dropped out all the time. Like the reading comprehension skills are going down, becoming less and less social. They become less and less like politically it's insane to me, bro. Because we birthed them, we're blamed for everything. I don't think it's millennials' fault. I think it's 110% social media and parents not like being like kids are born into social media now. It's like, oh, this is a part of your life. It's not though. Like social media is something you do in life and something you can enjoy, but it's not a part of your life. Does that make sense? My kid at this point, I mean, that probably won't help either. I was homeschooled and I was a social freak for a long time. My test scores are well, you're not even the generation we're talking about. You up around full faces and makeup, yeah. And they got tattoos and they've done all this crazy shit that like when I was 12, bro, like most I did was play in the creek in my backyard. And it's I don't know. It's very weird to me. If you're 18, you're part of Gen Z. It's all what you said you were, right? Past through now, it's sad. Like, and the thing is, like, I think they're the worst humans to ever exist in history. I'm not even kidding. Like, I think that the next generation is gonna have so many Hitlers. It's gonna have so many, just evil people, bro. It's Coke Zero time. I am Gen Z. That's what I said.
But built up hundreds of thousands of followers on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. I actually talked about this case in the One Cult from Every State video, so if you want to watch that, it's on my channel. Anyway, that Jamal case is pretty wild and should have worried us.
And I don't think it's like a generation thing. In the past, like generations could make fun of each other here and there, younger and older, give it back and forth. I think this new brand in species of humans being born is quite literally the end of the world.
Because his members weren't fringe weirdos living in compounds.
Jamal.
They were your regular people. Michaela Wickerson was a 25-year-old mom.
Elon Musk.
Michaela Thompson, age 24. Naaman Williams.
So, like, obviously, I think there's a lot of hate that should be sent towards Elon Musk for different reasons, but, like, I would say I respect Elon Musk more than new people coming up. At least he's working hard, like, listen, bro. More kids are not going to college than ever for this new generation. Gen Z was the start of it, and the next generation is going to be even worse. About dating, too, and just morality is gone, bro. Morals and tradition is completely gone, especially in the United States.
Age 29. They had jobs, families, normal lives. But through social media, Jamal convinced them that black and Latino people were gods and goddesses, while other races weren't even from this planet, and it all went downhill from there. The missing people became increasingly isolated.
You know this guy, Ali?
Jobs, and were seen doing nude meditations outdoors before they vanished completely. I mean, they were eventually found in what turned into a messy situation, but you get the point. The role of the algorithm here is that
if you have a kid post 2023, I'm sorry. Oh, Elon Musk. I was like, how do you know who Jamal is? Like, if you have a kid post 2023, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm gonna be one of these people. Like, your kid is literally gonna be like a Martian. They're gonna be like subhuman reptilian. Like, it's gonna be very, very hard to like try to breed that out of them. Me and Jamal go way back.
Flood people with fear, confusion, and uncertainty, the easier it is to influence them, especially with strong, controlling messages. And honestly, that's what social media does best. It runs on algorithms that thrive on doubt and anxiety because that keeps the people hooked. If I started off this video saying, guys, if you don't watch this all the way through, there's a chance you might die, and then I get into the topic, right? Hey, I could probably get some good watch time, I'm not gonna lie. But imagine that on short form content.
Because people are fucking stupid. You can't blame social media, you gotta blame the people. You can blame it, I guess, in a way, the meth dealer. But okay, say a meth addict goes out and kills 2 people. The meth addict is ultimately responsible. You're not gonna go get the meth dealer and send him to jail for the murder. He should go to jail for dealing meth, that's for sure. But at the same time, like, they chose to do it. They chose to engage in the meth, make bad decisions. Like, Jesus. Adoption centers on the side of the road.
And someone that's like new to the internet. Bro, they're gonna think they're actually gonna die if they don't watch the video all the way through.
And the way people treat their parents,
through personal contacts, alternative bookstores, maybe a radio show, but now,
like, bruh, some things I've seen people do with their parents nowadays, I could never in a million years imagine acting that way or saying or being around my parents like that. Giving them milk, waking up them crying is too much stress for me. Well, that's the best part of having a kid.
Now you don't even have to put on pants to get lured in. It's as easy as hopping on a stupid trend and boom, you're plugged into a whole network of like-minded people. Or at least that's what you think. And like Jamal's people, you might end up
Watch their
following what
mouths
looks like a
out
popular
with.
ideology. With the many followers they already have on TikTok, for example,
I need to
being a
become
form of social
president.
proof. Actually, nobody knows if these
Turd.
follower counts are even real. It might as well be some bad
Not
actors,
for real,
bots,
Hallie.
but
Or
they then
just
start
like their relationship with their parents. Like I've seen moms and dads, they're like bros, and like they're more like a friend that kind of like gives them a house than a mom and a dad. You know what I'm saying? Like the relationship. You should be friends with your parents. Don't get me wrong, but like you should have, you know, a parent-child relationship. You know what I mean? Like being your daughter, if you're a mom, being your daughter's homegirl isn't a good idea. By the FEC. I'm not old enough to run yet. A certain age. I think there should always be a certain, you know, child parent dynamic in a way. My ass busted. I mean, is he the baby of the family? That's how my family was too, bro. Like me and my sister, we got so much shit. We got to work hard. We got to do all this shit, bro. And then like my brother didn't have to do any of that shit. Like, bro, I remember if like I wanted to go and do anything, like say I wanted a new pair of cleats for soccer at school, my mom's like, all right, how much are they? I'd be like $60, and she's like, all right, mow the grass, that'll be 20. I need you to clean up the building and then do this, that's another 20, and then go weed eat your grandparents' house, that's another 20, and get the cleats. They just be handing my brother shit. I'm just like, bro, oh my god, dude. My parents got me a car, and they bought the car, but they still made me pay them $2,000 over time for my first vehicle. Understandable. They've given my brother like 3 cars. Didn't pay a single penny. He is the baby. And I'm just like, bro, are you kidding me? That's a problem started. And another thing is, like, when I lived at home, so I moved out when I was 16. I dated someone for 12 years. We broke up when I was 21 or 22. I moved back home for, I think, 7, 8 months almost. And then before I moved back out, and I paid rent at my parents' house, $400 a month for everything, which isn't bad. You know, I think that's respectful, you know, for me to pay them rent. I'm a grown ass man. You know, I'm eating their food, using their water, electricity, doing all that shit. So $400 a month, no big deal. And I was used to paying $1,200 a month at my old place. My brother's living there rent free. Hmm. Talks back is insane. I mean, and also, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I wouldn't want to live at home at 22, to be honest. Like, I'm glad I moved out. I'm glad I've been moved out as an adult man, but like, I'll try to talk shit, but damn, bro.
governments or domestic.
Like I think there's something special about being a man and taking care of yourself, providing for yourself. And I like that about myself. Like I'm always able to do that. Always been to that point. But then there's like people who are like, or just people I know who are just like, yeah, I'll just let my mom and dad take care of me, pay for everything, and drive me back and forth. To, like I'm just like Jesus. I've been out since 2015, 2016. Like I said, I went back for a little bit and then like moved back out. It's to a point. Not worried about it's cutesy when a girl lives at home. I'm not gonna lie. Is getting my room. I do pay for food though.
Extremist groups artificially boosting these cult leaders' reach through algorithm manipulation. We already saw how TikTok could be a Wild West from that TikTok shop video I made a while back. Anyway, that algorithm is exactly what's giving cult recruiters that power. And TikTok especially
At
is
22.
particularly dangerous on matters
And
of
I wasn't moving back in. I just kind of needed a place to go in between while I figured out where I was gonna live next. Fast as possible. But like, I don't know. I think like I said, I don't think it's bad for a girl. I think a man needs to get out on his own, live on the lam. I want to so badly. I mean, it's not easy anymore. I'm saying back in the day, this is not it. I'm still living with my parents, and like I said, nothing necessarily wrong with that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the best way to explain it. What a vamp. I think, like I said, I think some people don't really believe in the traditional like ideology of being a man, and I don't either per se, but I do believe in parts of it. Like I think a man should pull out the chair for the girl and open the door and buy the ring and be the one who proposes. And so like believe in like traditional stuff like that, and also believe a man should, go out and work and like make a life for himself, experience things and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I'm not doing that again. I mean, like I said, I know my parents will let me come back. I would never move back home now. That was so bad. I just want to be free, make a living for myself, and I tired of being responsible for everything. Well, it doesn't get any easy. Kids, you're 18. I promise you, it gets worse and worse every day. Darling, the bill is yours. Yep. Listen, they're like pretty princesses. And like I said, like I said, I don't believe in the traditional ideology of a man. Like I need a bunch of chest hair and a big beard to be a man. But like, you should be able to take care of yourself. You should have prospects. You should work hard every single day. Like, I truly believe that. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, all these dudes want, like, their girls to show them respect and be submissive and passive and like, have, like, the little trophy wife who cooks for them, does all these things. But, like, then again, like, these dudes don't have the receipts, don't have the accomplishments, the accolades to back that up for a girl to treat and act in that way. And they wonder why. It's like, bro, no girl's gonna want to treat you like, daddy if you're not daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna have to, you gotta earn that shit. He's dead. Hopefully, exactly clock it. For real, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, trust me, bro. When a girl meets a real one and who's really out here like taking care of himself and like they know that you can, ladies, you can tell them between, doesn't matter the age, a boy and a man. You know what I'm saying? A trophy wife. Oh yeah. And then people are complaining about the male loneliness epidemic and all this stuff. And I'm like, listen, bro, it's not that. There's no, what up, Tiff? And there's nothing wrong with that, Turk, if that's what you want. But you're gonna have to get a nice dommy mommy wife. Phone bill every month. Nah, you're not a disappointment, Jason. You live in that bachelor life. Like, I don't know. I think there's no male loneliness epidemic. There's not a problem with girls not liking guys. It's 100% to do with our society and social media because like they see all these beautiful, gorgeous 10 out of 10 girls every single day. Like you guys. And they're like, dude, that's what I want. I want a girl like that. Who takes care of herself and has pretty hair and nice tats and is traveling and doing this and doing that. And they're sitting at home and they don't live an adequate lifestyle to that. It's like, bro, you gotta date within your dating. Like, listen, chat. Everyone has a dating pool. You know what I mean? So someone on a similar attractiveness level to you, and attractiveness is, obviously in the eye of the beholder, and it can not just be physical. It can be personality. It can be possessions. It can be job. It can be similar interests. It can be anything, and they want these girls that aren't within their range with baddies. I fear, and that's what I'm saying. Attractiveness is not about the looks. I'm not like. Well, I would say more of like, oh, you gotta get with a 10 if you're a 10 on the look scale. I'm talking about like, you can there's attractiveness in other ways. Like I personally wouldn't want to date a woman like this, but I don't think there's anything wrong with a woman being attracted to a guy with money. You know what I mean? Because like if you think about it, like making money, taking care of yourself, and all this stuff, it's kind of badass. You know what I mean? Like that's cool to me. I personally wouldn't want someone to date me for the money, but if they're dating someone because they think it's attractive because this guy's a money maker, he's a boss man, and they like that, there's got to be like an equal exchange of goods. You know what I'm saying? Not goods physically, but like in terms of like some dudes are really like 30, like Ali said, chopped, and they want a really hot young girl, right? Who's like 20, 21, and that girl wants a rich guy who can take care of her. So he gets the hot girl that he wants. She gets the rich guy that she wants, and they can be happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that personally. Like, that's not my game. I mean, I'm not a rich man, so that's probably why it's not. Feel cared for and comfortable and protected. Mercy no. Chopped.
The platform's unique combination of audio, video, and text makes it incredibly easy to evade community guidelines. Those Media Matters researchers I mentioned earlier, for example, also found extremist videos using something called a memetic format, which just means the content is packaged in a way that's easily shared, copied, and spread, like a meme. Interestingly, with just a popular sound called Teddy that quotes the first line of Ted Kaczynski.
And, like, I would say that, like, what in my personal experience, what I've found that women have found most attractive in my lifetime, my experience with lots and lots of women, is not necessarily always been my looks. Obviously, it helps me get a foot in the door. I think it's my mindset. I think that women are more attracted to a mindset in the day than anything else. When it, rather than money, rather than like how you carry yourself in your mindset. But I think it's not necessary. I mean, it really depends. Like, in a relationship, you want something, you need something, other person wants and needs things, and you get someone who provides those things, and vice versa. Whether it's constant reassurance, whether it's this, whether it's that, you know. Tell myself to never have a GF because it worries me, honestly, and that's not how some people live. Looks gonna take you so far. No, they can take you pretty far.
His manifesto, they found
Trust,
over 1,200 videos,
I'm
often paired with montages targeting LGBTQ users for harassment. Anyway, that's enough context for the algorithm and how it affects cults. Now we can get into specific cults on TikTok. They're more like a pattern where the algorithms identified vulnerable people, fed them increasing.
Chat, we need to start creating cult propaganda for TikTok. You know, made for the algorithm to lure people in, scratch certain parts of their brain. More love. But the thing is, like, those dudes aren't gonna say they're chopped in real life, and at the end of the day, if these dudes had a chance with them, they would stick them with money, girl.
Extreme content and deliver them straight into the hands of manipulative leaders who knew exactly how to exploit their
I have fucking hair in my mouth from those fucking gloves. Jason, that the cat ears and gloves and tail is shedding. What has come to
vulnerabilities.
The Among Us.
Hey guys, sorry for interrupting this video. I know, jump scare. Tov in regular.
My city. You better run, Jason. Chopped a lot. I would just want someone to show their love in their way towards me, but the same way or towards them, but it's not broken down in any category. Well, then, but that's the same thing, though, is it not? Like how they show their love, and let's say someone shows their love by poking holes in your tires, or someone shows love by cooking you a nice meal when you get off work. It's like, which one do you prefer? They provide a certain type of love, a certain type of thing that you enjoy more. First time I'll fix it. No, Jason, you don't have to do that, bro. I'm just saying they were shedding everywhere. It's okay. It'll work.
Clothing.
I still struggle with dating. Like I said, it really is for just finding someone you can spend the rest of your life with. That, you know. And it's hard nowadays to not care about looks, but you know, in the day, you're all gonna be old, ugly. We're all wrinkly and can barely move. You say holes in your tire, yeah. No damage. Well, this is an example, like extreme examples.
On the main channel. It may be weird to some of you, but in case you don't remember, a couple videos ago, I said that I was going to give you guys an announcement that I've been waiting forever to talk about.
My standard's so high, and after meeting me, this beats hard to date now. Allie. Soggy Pop-Tarts one day real. So it's like, you know, do you want to like, you know, spend the rest of your life with someone and enjoy having these memories and doing all these things? Or do you want to be 40 and then you're just like, all right, here's another 40-year-old who's also saggy and has no body. Let's just, you know, let's get together.
and the time is finally here. So first of all, I want to give a big thank you to
well, not even 40. I would say more like 48 to maybe 55.
Single one of you that watches my videos, that
what I don't want, and someone who's not me.
Is it on while you're sleeping? I get those comments a lot.
Sort of like that.
Literally
every day. It's like I moved to NC. Everything a lot. And people, I know this is crazy, coming from me of all people. You are not going to find love on Twitter, TikTok, Discord, the internet. Get a job, go to college, go to a local club, go to a pickleball, find someone who lives in your area that has things in common, that have local roots, someone in the same field, someone who's making the same money, someone who's from the same area. You're gonna relate to that person, and it's gonna be better. Like, sure, there are people who find love on social media, but it's like the sports athletes. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you're growing up and you're in high school, like, I wanted to be an NBA basketball player, but like, how fucking likely was that? You see the kids who made it from high school to college to the NBA, right? But how common is that? You know, what's the percentages? They're very, very low. Because everyone else on the internet is doing the same thing. You know what I mean? They've had no luck with love. They might be socially awkward. They don't know what they want. They have commitment issues. If someone is looking to date you through social media, like, you should probably run. Any more relationships seriously with dating?
It's my 4th year doing this. I'm so appreciative of you guys.
Real life or not. Al, you hang out in the trap. That's why you be getting played. I have a boyfriend at a funeral. That's even worse.
Don't even understand.
Scary.
I really do appreciate you guys. With that being said, I was offered an opportunity to work on a film. Yes,
fuck your short film.
To help us bring this world to life.
The 7M TikTok cult. So let's start with probably the most well-documented case we've seen
One
so
business,
far.
please.
This is the story of 7M Films. If you want to understand how
what up, Cotty?
Cult manipulation works, this case
credit cards, yeah,
is basically a masterclass in everything you need to know. It all started in February of 2022 with this 40-minute Instagram live. That woman in the middle is Melanie Walking, a TikTok dancer, and those are her parents. Here they claim they had lost all contact with her 25-year-old sister Miranda to what they called a religious organization, and that she was no longer in control of her life.
We've had one wheel today.
But who is Miranda? Well, she is Miranda. And as you can clearly see, she wasn't some missing person hiding in a compound somewhere. She was still very much in the public eye. In fact, she had just appeared on the Ellen DeGeneres show days before her family's plea. That photo is from when she walked the red carpet at the American Music Awards.
And motherfucking Jason, chat! Not only did that trigger our daily sub goal, adding 2 hours on the stream, that's 2 fucking spins. GOAT! GOAT! The motherfucking GOAT is in the building. The greatest of all time. Jason! With 20 fucking gifted. You're the GOAT, bro. My God. Time to spin this bitch. Shut up, fucking Jason. Hey! Turk, are we leaving it on there for another Sampy, or do I gotta remove it? You get the best Collin Creek coffee Sampy. Leave it on. Hey, Turk's got some extra cheddar. That's what I like to hear. Chat, go check out Collins Creek Coffee, bro. Jason, enjoy your free fucking sample, baby. I like how this wheel is slowly adding challenges for Turk. Turk stays up late. Collins Creek, bro, should I put like Turk takes a shot. Let's just start adding things for Turk. It's just 50-50. It's just 50% shit I have to do, 50% shit he has to do. Shout out to fucking Turk. No way! He did it! He did it! Jason single-handedly just added 4 hours to stream. Get your caffeine, get your Collins Creek coffee, get lit. We're gonna be up all motherfucking night to have some fun, chat. 10-hour stream, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Turn the fuck up. Shout out Jason. Damn. Hopefully I don't have to wear that tail for 10 hours, bro. That shit will hurt sitting on it. Shout out to fucking Jason.
To her millions of followers, Miranda Derrick, now married to fellow dancer James B. Derrick, looks like she was living her best life.
At some point, I'm gonna try to. I hit up Drake, see she wanted the game tonight. And I hit up Scrum. I think I need to. If not, I think I meant to. Did I send something in mod chat about it? Fuck, I forgot. Yeah, we'll try to get some people. Jason gave you tail when you think about it. What does that mean?
Posting
Can I see it? Yeah. The tail right here. I got the gloves. I think when they make this stuff, they just add extra hair because they know it's going to shed. So when it sheds down, it doesn't look like I have mange. Oh yeah, and here are the cat ears. Oh yeah, no, yeah, he ordered it. I have the suit coming, bro. Chill. Chill. Jesus. I will die sitting here in a fursuit, bro. I would get so hot. You got bangs now? Wait, when did that happen? Meow.
Dance videos and hitting major career milestones.
I would be sitting here talking, and all of a sudden I would just sit back in my fursuit, and you'd see me stop moving. You'd be like, "Sen, did the curtain, bro? The curtain's been here, bro." The crazy thing is, Jason ordered a curtain the same day I ordered one, literally the same time. So I have a curtain here, and then I have the curtain I bought underneath it, actually like blocking the crack. Because the curtain doesn't go quite all the way down to the bottom, so a little light comes in, you kind of see it. So I shoved the other curtain underneath it. The LED one? Yeah. Yeah. I just don't know where I'm gonna put it. It's huge. I want to get some emo side bangs.
Cult manipulation works. It doesn't really look like what you'd expect. Miranda and Melanie had actually performed together as the Wilking sisters, building a massive following on TikTok and YouTube. They were inseparable until Miranda joined something called 7M Films in late 2019. And this is where the story gets really twisted, because even though they tried to present as one, 7M wasn't just a talent management company. It was more of a thin line between control and management. The whole thing was run by Robert Shin, a pastor who also founded Shekinah Church. Shin had this brilliant manipulative setup. He'd find successful TikTok on social media and offer them something every creator dreams of: professional management, brand deals, appearances on major shows. Through 7M, he got dancers opportunities like commercials, bookings on The Ellen Show, and dancing at LA Clippers games. It looked legitimate. But what was never
hypnotizing motherfuckers,
which
just start shaking ass.
Of cult manipulation, it always starts with something you want. I mean, if we look at Shin's background, what you find is the calculated nature of his approach. His LA-based Shekinah Church started small, maybe 15 people, including his family. Over the years,
bro, that's how you hypnotize guys nowadays.
A cafe, 2 mortgage companies, 2 real estate companies, 2 flower shops. All that topped with the red flag of how exploitation works in modern cults.
Turk.
Employees.
I like how Turk's near to my kids in your eyes. I'm like, shake your ass, bitch. Hands on your knees.
These businesses were all church members and paid very little. One former member, Melanie Lee, said she was paid just $100.
The duality of man.
12-hour shifts. When Shin's attempt at being
Man's
a Hollywood executive producer failed, he shifted to social media talent management. He saw these young dancers as a new revenue stream.
Both effective.
And honestly, that's exactly
I found the most effective approaches from behind with the ski mask on.
From the cult playbook. Manipulation.
Late at night.
Shin told his followers they needed to die to themselves and their family. He convinced these young people that cutting off their loved ones was actually an act of love, that they need.
That's cringe, bro. The fact people fall for this, bro, I feel like it's not even as much of like, oh, he's being like super enthusiastic and charismatic. What up, Caffeine Queen? How you been? I miss you. I think it's more of like, he offers them a bunch of shit and, you know, materialistic shit, you know, vanity shit, and they get so blinded by it because they're so vain and insecure and self-absorbed that they're willing to cut off their family and do all these things as long as they keep getting what they wanted. On Netflix. Yeah, I've actually heard of this cult before. What up, Calf? Have a good wait, you work at night? The fuck? You got a job?
To die to their family in order to save them
There
from the
isn't
afterlife.
it.
Miranda Wilking experienced this firsthand. Melanie explains in the documentary that her sister was inseparable from the family
Do it for the
until
thrill.
she joined 7M. She immediately turned all that off, getting married without telling her parents, and she tried recruiting her sister, but when Melanie attended the dinners hosted by Shin, she sensed red flags and declined to go to his invite-only church services. But Miranda was already too deep in, and part of the exploitation sprinkled with some worship. Former members
8
reported that
years? Damn, Caffeine. I'm so sorry to hear that. We're all here for you. We all love you. I appreciate it. Have amazing shit. And yes, I do. Night. You can't watch stream at work.
bragged about his famous clients during his ceremony.
And a child. Is it like done for good, or is there like, you know, room for reconciliation?
He was literally using their success to validate his authority and attract more followers.
Cult is your
Meanwhile, the
meow.
managers were seeking his approval by proving they would do whatever it
The
took
cult
to
is
get
your
his attention.
meow.
Then comes
Done.
the financial control.
Listen, sis, we got your back, bro. He broke up with you at the worst. Oh, you're in the UK. Is it summer for you guys right now? Let's say, bro, you can't break up with your girl during summertime.
Just like with his church businesses, Shin was profiting off his dancers.
Yeah,
while they
dude, during the
did work.
winter, before
And not the
Christmas.
usual considerate profit where employees are paid fairly. No. Former members actually accused him of not only that financial abuse, but also sexual and emotional abuse.
Which I have to do
Though
tonight.
he has been denied these allegations and
Yeah,
no
it's still
criminal charges
summer.
have been filed. But what we do know for sure is that Shin perfected the system of control over time. Just take a look at his track record.
That's acceptable. I mean, in the day, we're not an actual cult. I mean, I would say this year has been the most culty it's ever been, but I would say more clicky than culty at the end of the day. Since we had our son, I'm so sorry to hear that though. I know that's a lot. On Valentine's Day, I haven't ordered my hermit shawl on DoorDash. I'll be hibernating. We love you, Caffeine. Bro, I wish it was the summer never ends tour, because I'm not looking forward to getting cold. I mean, we have a tattoo together. We have a cult tattoo that some people have, so I guess it is kind of culty. But like, I would think that like cults have like an extended like negative purpose or negative trait, and I really can't think of a negative trait that anyone's like getting the, like, obviously not everyone in a cult is like getting screwed over, but like the people at the bottom. But like, I feel like, you know, there's no like suffering going on anywhere. Chicken wrap. We're more of a coven. I think the only suffering is like my liver. Y'all better watch out. Oh, I'm watching out. Is getting drunk. That's negative? I know I'm a cynical tattoo. You gotta get one. Bro, I'm still waiting for DC and Penn to get it. They're pump faking me, bro.
Before he discovered TikTok dancers, he was already practicing these techniques. For example, two sisters
Drake
Melanie
just
and
got hers
Cecily
yesterday.
joined his Shekinah church back in
Need a
1999
cult
as young
tat.
Korean
If you
immigrants.
want the stencil for it, hit up Cotty. Listen, Turk. TwitchCon. Then India show. It's gonna be lit. Also, next week, bet is like no negative trade. My first hangover on Friday. Hopefully your last. Listen, if I get a hangover, I don't drink for like a year. Like last time I had a bad hangover, I literally didn't drink for like a year. Mine unique. Well, that kind of defeats the whole purpose, but yeah, you can do that. That'd be my bills. Ugh. Bills? Bro, I want to figure out who this Bill guy is and why he came up with these things called bills, and we'll find out who that is real quick.
They became
let
completely
me talk to
dependent on
him.
the church for housing and work, both isolated from their family
I've
and
done
exploited
that.
for cheap labor. And while Melanie eventually managed to escape with the help of
Get
a friend,
paid.
Priscilla stayed behind, and the
Can't
sisters
look
still
at
lost
him.
contact for years, which shows you exactly how the
I haven't
isolation
been-
cult manipulation works.
Like, I don't know. I haven't been like drunk since the last drinking stream. Like when I do drink, I don't really get drunk. I mean, I definitely mellow out and get tipsy and buzzed and burnt, but like when I think of drunk, it means I feel like shit. I'm gonna feel like shit the next day. I can't barely walk in a straight line type shit. You know what I mean? My LA dream. Well, it's actually in San Diego. And if you've been to LA and been to San Diego, you're gonna know they're really different. But since New Jersey, same. Tomato, tomato. I mean, no, San Diego. I've only been to San Diego. Not even really been there. Just driven through it. For me, I used to live in LA, but there is no dream in LA anymore. Love drinks.
It makes members
You've
so
been
dependent on the
drinking.
group that leaving seems just
That's me.
impossible.
San
and even
Diego
when
is like
some
the gay
leave,
capital of the United
others don't
States,
seem to be
though.
fazed by
So
that idea.
that's a
So
W.
basically, we can sum this case up as Shin just adapting traditional culture.
And also, and I don't know, so this is just this point. Don't put any salt into what I'm saying. I think it's the expression. Um, is it San Francisco or is it San Diego? Caught up. Let us know. I might have gotten mixed up. It's one of them. Been on it for a week. There's an opportunity, for me to DJ in Atlanta, still on the table, but just don't know if it's worth it. The funds, bro. I'm tired of being hungry in these streets. Ostrich skin boots. Ooh, hell yeah. It's just, I'll pull up. It's not about like that. Like, I want to do it, obviously, but shit. Shit. I'm broke. It's literally next month, September. So, mama's pit of pockets, and there's nothing in there. And it's like, I'm already doing a fundraising. Like, dude, it's just so much. Like, I look at tickets, they're like $800 for a round trip. It's like,
Tactics to the social media age. Picture him just scrolling through
next
TikTok,
month, that's what I'm
identifying
saying.
successful young creators, and offering them exactly what
And
the
all.
algorithm had taught them to
Maybe a
want.
pack of gum if
More
I'm
fame,
lucky.
more followers, and more success. And maybe to show you just how deep these individuals had gotten, even after federal
I don't know, DC, bro. Like, dude, this year would have been so much easier if the damn, or we picked the worst time in our lifetime to do the Peony tour because these damn fucking flights. It's everywhere, bro. I feel like DoorDash food, I got you. I don't need any food right now. I'm saying that like the tariffs, like what the fuck? Is that why flights are so expensive? Because I flew a little bit in the past 3 or 4 years, and I don't remember being that bad, but this year, holy fuck, cost double. That's what I'm saying. Economy, like it is so hard to fly. Like the most expensive thing out of all these trips isn't even the Airbnbs, it's the fucking flights. Credit card points. Listen, I'm working on paying those bitches off and never using them again. That's my goal. Cost me a lot, same. 300 to 500. It depends on where you're flying, though. To be honest, like I think most of the places I've flown has been pretty far. Like, yeah. I mean, for the most part. Listen, you're 18, bro. You got plenty of time. Projected fuel for January for your rental car, so expensive. Make it cheaper, bro. I need it cheaper now. I don't, if it's cheaper next year, it won't fucking matter to me that much.
Raided a property linked to Shin in July of 2025 related to investigations into sex trafficking and money laundering allegations. The dancers who remained with 7M were still posting content, still defending the organization.
Next
anyway,
year
Miranda
too.
Derrick is now back
I
in
know.
contact with
Like I
her
said, bro,
family.
and not even like a salty way. I just understand it's the way of the world. But like, if I had money to like just fly all over the place, like I could DJ so much and got my name out there and probably DJ 3 or 4 times a month in different states because like I'm always getting places hitting me up, but I'm not like a big well-known DJ. So like, oh, $200, $300 for a night or 2 nights, and it's like, bitch, like, that's not even paying for my flight. It's not paying for a hotel. Like, and $200-300 is a lot of money to me. But when my ticket's $800, a hotel is $400 for 2-3 nights. Like, I can't afford it. It just doesn't make sense. Like, you're gonna have to fucking get the ticket at least. Have it all figured out. That needs some mods. Man's play. No, we really, honestly, with all the flights we've all bought together and everything, we could just bought a PJ, sent Turk to actual pilot school, and we could just flown around.
But the documentary alleges this is mostly for optics, and that she remains close to Shin.
Need some
and
mods.
By the way, if this can happen in Los Angeles with
don't buy them from BAM, they might be stolen.
I mean, it's proof that this can happen to literally anyone. Children of the Waning Star.
Listen, I honestly don't need a lot of money, bro. I think if I had, like, obviously an influx, so on what I have now, I think if I got like $5K, I could use that to invest in everything I wanted to for the rest of the year and get everything rolling and move to North Carolina and popping for next year. I'm not banned. Yeah, you're not barred from the Pilots Association like me. Want a heli license? Bro, I would never get in a helicopter. That's one thing I still never done. I've never ridden in a helicopter.
If you're even remotely curious as to how quick a cult can form on TikTok, then you're going to want to listen to this one. It actually just happened last month, and it's probably one of the most disturbing examples of how quickly things can spiral out of control when you combine vulnerable young people, social media algorithms, and someone who knows exactly what they're doing. On July 11th of 2025, this TikTok user named Gigi Jarvis posted what seemed like a completely harmless video. She titled it, "Starting a Cult Day 1," and told her followers, "I'm starting a cult and want you all to be a part of it."
We want to go instant transmission from Dragon Ball Z.
Gigi appeared to just be messing around, creating lighthearted content for entertainment. Although we already know what quote entertainment does to our algorithms. Anyway, in that very first video, Gigi wasted no time laying down the groundwork for control. She introduced something called Victim of the Week. Basically, followers would drop funny pictures in the comments to get her attention, and the winner got their profile picture stolen by Gigi for a whole week. Then she took it a step further, asking her followers to help build the rules for their, quote, little society, suggesting they come up with holidays and even pick special emojis.
This isn't a cult. This is literally just a bunch of meme, like, no brain, no life people on TikTok. This isn't a real cult.
To recognize each other. And that was honestly like a little nudge needed to push things even further. Within minutes of starting a cult, she was all the way in, consumed by the whole thing, and even asking followers to help create the belief system, the symbols, the rituals.
Yeah, that's not a cult. This is just like people on TikTok too much time on their hands and way too much autism.
Kind of like she was crowdsourcing the manipulation, and it worked fast. The community named themselves the Children of the Waning Star.
Like, bro, if someone's like, "Did you like to join the Children of the Waning Star?" I would think that, like, it's a bunch of kids in, like, the basement of someone's mom's house, like, playing, like, Dungeons and Dragons and, like, eating bologna.
Developed their own symbols, a star and a purple fingerprint emoji. By day 5, Gigi announced they had nearly 150,000 people, and she wasn't exaggerating when she admitted that just 6 days earlier, she had been a nobody.
True.
And to be fair, a lot of people will probably follow someone online just because they're funny, weird, or chaotic enough to make them wonder what the hell is going on here. Sometimes it's less about agreeing with them and more about watching the train wreck unfold. But if you know anything about how cult recruitment works, which you do by now, then you know whether intended or not, what she was doing was part of the playbook. And it turned out Gigi wasn't just some random person messing around on social media. This Reddit user found out she actually has a degree in sociology and took several cult-focused courses during college. We're talking classes on deviance, social control, even
I don't like saying this word, but she might just be tarded.
Profiling. And she didn't just pass, she made the dean's list and was in the National Honor Society. She thrived in that stuff. So when former cult victims started speaking out about the dangers of her rhetoric, warning that these things have a habit of getting out of control, they had good reason to be concerned because, again, it seemed like Gigi knew exactly what she was doing with each step she made. And true to that, this harmless fun shifted to cult-like devotion fast, like really fast. In this video, Gigi was already laying down the apocalyptic storyline that would shape the whole group. She said a bunch of followers were claiming they'd been visited by some kind of mysterious entity, and then everyone asked,
"Spend pretty boy."
Hey! Motherfucking Freakosaurus Olivia. The motherfucking $20 TTS. Shut! Get some W's in chat. Get some purple hearts for Olivia with a $20 TTS. You are a goat.
Spend that TTS.
Why couldn't it be cat ears or cat suit? Why couldn't it have been cat ears or cat suit, chat? A singular shot. I don't even get drunk. It just makes me feel ick. Chat, the wheel of Kuma has spoken. And when a real cult entity, like the magic wheel, speaks, you listen. This is a cult, chat. The wheel. We're the cult of the wheel. You have a cat suit already? Oh, yeah. That cat. This is what we worship, chat. The wheel provides. It takes when it needs to, and it provides when it does. And if you're not willing to have and go with the take,
when you get those cat ears.
easy with another 20.
Meow for me when you.
And that's why you obey the wheel. DC. Baby girl. Can I at least get 2 shots so I can actually feel something? Let's fucking go. Alright. Where's my bottle at? Oh, here it is. Ugh. Yeah. This is the cheapest vodka I think you can own. It was literally $8 for all of this. And I've had it for a long time. I hate this wheel. There's really nothing to hate.
Double that and give it to the next person. Here comes the cat suit.
Oh my god, Jason! With $40 TTS! I appreciate you so much. Shout out to Jason, chat. That's 2 more spins. Hit my rip. Fuck. Alright. The wheel is spinning. Cheers, chat. The party never ends. Woo! Turn up! And DC. And Olivia. 1 more spin.
Double that and give it to the next person. Here comes the cat suit.
Jason! Would you like $25? Or would you like for me to spend it again? What are you feeling? Ugh. It ain't that bad. No, dude. This vodka is probably the worst tasting vodka you'd ever had. It is literally $8 for a gallon. Spin it! Isn't nasty. What's the Popov? Chat! Give me my socks. Ugh. Is a warning. Listen, chat. You ball within your budget. Okay. Listen. One thing I will say I learned in my early 20s is you're not going to get anywhere not living within your means. So if I buy something, I buy a bottle of vodka, for example, it's not going to be a $40 vodka. It's going to be a $10 bottle of vodka. If I'm going to go grocery shopping, it's not at Walmart or Target. It's at Winco or Aldi's. And that's how you live within your means. Ugh, the shot, fuck. Come with extra socks? I did! You need money, just say something. Give me $1 million. Is another spin? Wait, how? Got shot from Olivia. Dab pen from her. DC. Sing a song from Jason. Remove a cloth. Is that not 4? There's one more. What? Am I tripping? Of them my means. Or double spin. I know, I double spinned it. And it landed on remove 1 claw. I've spoken to. Whoa! Yeah, 40. Oh, I got sing a song, double spin, and then I spun it. Nah, I did 2. Jason got 2 spins. He got remove cloth and sing. I gotta sing a song. That's 2. What was the first one? Sing a song. Baby Shark. I blacked out. I forgot the song. I haven't sang yet. I haven't sang it. I'm about to. The party never. No, I just spinned again. I haven't sang yet. Phoning a friend. You want me to sing Baby Shark? Yeah, I guess I can. I don't even know the lyrics. Where's the song? It's been less than 30 seconds. Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark. Me shark do 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 do, me shark do 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 do, me shark do 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 do, mommy shark. Daddy shark do 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 do, shark do 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 do, daddy shark do. There's a dance. My shark, my shark, grandma shark. I didn't know there was a dance. Do the dance. I don't know. Chat, I don't know the baby shark dance. I'm an adult. What is it? What do I gotta do? You should have put on the baby shark remix. There's a remix? You guys know far too much about Baby Shark. Learn it. You guys talking about the remixes, talking about dances, merch. A Pink Funk version. I listen to chat. That's probably my 5th time ever listening to that song in my whole entire life. I don't have kids. I'm also grown up, so I don't know much about it. It's etched into my soul. Yes. Chat, that's one thing that truly surprises me. Well, not like the past 3 or 4 years, but like, especially after my first relationship, like how I don't have a kid. Like, just being real. A little sibling. So I could have sworn, like, I always thought when I was like in middle school, high school, like I would have a baby mama someday. But stuck me in the brings my like nowadays, like it's different. I'm more mature, I'm older, so like, you know, I'm not gonna put myself in that harm's way like that, or bring a child in this world when I'm unprepared, you know what I'm saying, like financially and where I'm living currently. But like back in the day, like, you know, definitely not a fan of rubber, chat. Wives and mothers, for real. I actually don't want kids. You can have me. I'll be the dad that stepped up. I got you. Adding to the declining birth rate. The birth rate is not declining. It's economic decline, which leads to decline in birth rate, which is like historically proven time and time again. When the economy's bad, people have less kids. There's a Narwhal song. Ada. For real.
Everyone to help figure out what it was. Was it the waning star itself? Some kind of mythical guardian? She told them that whoever came up with the most popular
Chatty, the
theory
5-minute break
would get a
song.
shout-out in the
I'll
next
let you play the
stage of
Narwhal
meeting.
song.
This was part of creating a
It's
shared
so
mythology
good.
that makes members feel special and chosen, and she was doing it through TikTok comments
Did you leave me at Walmart parking, father?
and engagement metrics. Then she posted another video, this time
Yes,
making
you gotta
a
have sex.
clarification. Here she mentioned that her dog had just died, she'd had her birthday, and she was feeling crazy. She talked about creating an inclusive community that thrives off kindness for people who don't feel like they fit in. She specifically mentioned attracting neurotypical people and those who maybe don't feel like they belong anywhere else.
Not the no
In other
rubber
words,
comment.
this is arguably just the playbook again
Mama got
unfolding where
this.
cult leaders find vulnerabilities they could just exploit. Grief, loneliness, feeling like an outsider, and Gigi was just openly acknowledging that this was her target demographic. However, it didn't take long for reasonable people to catch on and start calling out how dangerous this was getting.
See, I'm not gonna lie. Social media brain people think this is a cult. This is literally a semi-attractive girl on the internet and a bunch of SIMPS. You can't say that word on Twitch. It's TUS. I don't know why. I don't know why I can say the word cunt, but I can't say SIMPS on Twitch. I don't know why. It's gotta be the craziest thing in my lifetime. But it's probably just a bunch of lonely dudes trying to please her.
Then Gigi pushed back with the whole cult label, all while keeping every control structure firmly in place. She insisted she wasn't a cult leader, that her content was about enlightenment, not control, which sounds just like what a cult leader would say. But at the same time she was saying all of that, she was also making it super clear who was in charge.
How did you do
her,
that?
Obviously.
Do what?
She set up this so-called voting system where followers could give their input, but in the end, she made all the big decisions. And if you wanted more info on how to actually join, you had to pay $5.99 a month just to message her on TikTok. Because of course, the cult leaders gotta get paid. Meanwhile, as the group kept growing, the apocalyptic vibes got even stronger. Gigi started encouraging members to come up with offerings for these mysterious entities, and she was basically building an entire mythology around supernatural contact and spiritual experiences, but only for her followers. And then things got really dark, as thousands of people started putting the purple fingerprint and star emojis in their bios, referring to Gigi as leader, and conducting summoning rituals for the waning star entity. Reports started coming in about
Chat, can a bunch of you guys go to a YouTuber and just be like, I need you to make a video and exposing this terrible cult leader, and like feed them information about me. He's like, he lives in a scary, sketchy warehouse with thousands of women, and there's pictures of himself and mirrors everywhere, and everyone has to bleed a little bit of a bucket every day so he can drink it to stay young. Just start making up a bunch of crazy shit. Maybe he can blink it.
According to this report, people were, quote, sacrificing animals, carving symbols into their bodies, and participating in increasingly violent...
See, that's not a cult. That's just a bunch of losers, weirdos with no lives. Like, there's no actual religion. There's no actual brainwashing. Everyone knows it's fake. Everyone knows what they're doing is just to be... Oh, we're a cult. Look at us killing a chicken to Beelzebub, my new god that I made up last week with this emoji. Like, shut the fuck up.
Harmful behavior.
Yeah,
on Discord servers dedicated to the community,
we need it
people
galore.
were exchanging beliefs about what should be included in the group's, quote, lore. Interestingly, the speed at which this escalated shows you exactly how TikTok's algorithm can
Listen, we a real cult. We don't fuck with these posers.
Dangerous content. Gigi's first video got 2.2 million views and counting. The algorithm identified that engagement, controversy, and emotional responses were high, so it pushed the content to more and more people. Within days, vulnerable users who had never heard of Gigi, amongst other kinds of users, were being fed her content and recruited into a group that was rapidly developing all the hallmarks of a dangerous cult. Anyway,
on the po-po-ho. Why are you calling the cops?
Gigi posted a lengthy apology, and I'm quoting this part. I started what was meant to be a fun, creative community. I genuinely didn't realize how hurtful the word cult could be to some. I never supported any harmful behavior. FYI, since I started working on this video, Gigi hasn't posted anything new on her TikTok, but all the videos are still up, and judging by the comments, the whole thing is still very much alive. The followers don't seem to care that their cult leader tried to shut it down. At this point, the cult has taken on a life of its own, and it only took less than 2 weeks that Gigi's first joke video led to reports of self-harm and animal sacrifices.
Yeah, these people are already fucked up. It has nothing to do with the cult.
Just 14 days. That's alleged. That's according to the report. I want to make that clear.
Chloe,
let's move on to the next one.
Whichever Kardashian thing, Olivia.
The cult's playbook. So this isn't a cult that's on the list. Rather, we're going to talk about the cult playbook. So if you've been paying attention to what we just covered, Robert Shin's 7M operation and Gigi's rapid-fire cult creation, you've probably noticed some patterns, most of which I've explicitly pointed out. Those patterns are not a coincidence. These people are literally working from the same playbook whether they realize it or not. And bear with me if I seem a little repetitive, but I want to tie it all together first before we get into a few more Wild West kinds of stories. See, cult manipulation follows rather predictable steps. And once you know what to look for, you'll notice the red flags everywhere. So, red flag number 1, the charismatic leader who promises everything you want. Both Shin and Gigi started by offering
Chat, what do you guys want? I got you. I promise you. If you kill enough chickens in my honor, I got you. What do you want? You want a BMW? You want a Bugatti? You? I can promise you that.
people
We can make some arrangements.
Exactly what they were looking for. Shin targeted successful TikTok dancers and offered them more fame, more opportunities.
Can't afford a BMW.
Success, basically everything.
Well, damn. I'm trying to be a cult leader, Caught. I thought you had my back.
The algorithm had already trained them to create.
Well, no shit. That's the part of the cult. If the cult actually did what they said, they wouldn't be a cult. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, you're catching on now, buddy.
She, on her end, targeted people who felt like outsiders and promised them a community where they'd finally belong. Why? Because the cult leaders are master salespeople.
My bad.
They figure out what people are missing in their lives, connection, purpose, validation,
Sex.
and then sell themselves as the answer.
Are you guys missing a tall, tatted emo boy?
Red flag number 2, love bombing followed by isolation. You might recognize this from a toxic relationship, or maybe not,
Real.
unlucky, but love bombing is when
Where
someone
you
showers
at?
you with attention, affection, and praise, and then suddenly goes cold. Gigi jumped right into building that secret little insider community.
Yes, all I wanted was you.
Shin did the same thing in his way. He got his dancers on red carpets and TV shows, made them feel like they were part of something big and glamorous. Then, once you're hooked on that feeling of being special, that's when the isolation starts. This is the more
He got out
obvious.
again.
Shin literally told his followers to die to their family.
The killer's escaping.
Red flag number 3. You have to prove your dedication.
Okay, now this is me with the cult tattoo.
Whether it's through actions or
You have to have all the red flags or just one of them?
the specifics
kinda
don't
hit
really
that.
matter.
Thank you.
What matters is that it creates a bond of control, a message that says, you do what I say or you're not a part of this anymore. And a red flag number 4. The leader is always right, even when they're
Unfortunately, I've been wrong too many times. And you guys don't listen to jack, should I say, half the time.
wrong. Even when it's all
I'm
supposedly
colorblind.
over, it's hard for the followers to let go. They're all hooked. That's because by that point, questioning the leader or even accepting that the leader made a mistake would mean admitting they've been manipulated. And that's exactly the ultimate goal of cult manipulation.
Just
Creating
words.
such complete psychological control that people will defend their abuser even when presented with clear evidence of abuse. Anyway, now that you know the cult playbook, these next 3 stories will sound very familiar.
Blah blah.
The Daddy's
Proper
Girls
name.
cult.
Chat. Why are we on
She
here?
right here is Angela Van Dusen, known on TikTok as Angela the Goddess, and what became known as the Daddy's
These light
Girls
skins are out
cult.
of control,
Angela
bro.
was a 27-year-old home healthcare aide who had built a following of about 50,000 people by posting thirst trap videos on TikTok. Her content apparently followed a specific template. She turned her steely blue gaze on the camera, usually while biting her lower lip and lip-syncing provocative lyrics, or simulating strap-on sex while winking.
Dude, why is this me? What the fuck?
I can't believe I just said that on the main channel. Sounds like something I'd say on
Show
my
about
streams,
us.
but here we are on the main channel with me saying that. But yeah, basically thirst trap.
Simulating strap-on sex. What does that even mean? Like, so thrusting? Like she was thrusting?
She'd also documented her dramatic weight loss journey and frequently made videos about her love of BBWs, big beautiful women. And right about there is where the manipulation started. While creating that harmless content, Angela was identifying and targeting that very specific demographic. She frequently made videos about her love for bigger women, combined with content about her own weight loss experience. And for women who felt marginalized by society's beauty standards, this felt revolutionary. Che, for instance, a single stay-at-home mom of 2 from Michigan, was instantly smitten when Angela appeared on her For You page. As she later explained, it wasn't just Angela's looks that attracted her, it was the fact that Angela understood what bigger people go through, the insecurities and the struggles that come with not fitting in society's standards. They both exchanged numbers. Che was thrilled. They started chatting every day, sometimes late into the night while Angela worked her healthcare shifts. And when Angela mentioned she was
Ali and Olivia are gonna
wanted Che to
smash.
be her submissive, Che didn't hesitate. She'd never explored BDSM before, but the prospect intrigued her. Same with the fact that Angela had multiple online admirers. Che was interested in polyamory too. Then, in winter of 2021,
polyamory just ain't for
something
me,
shifted.
shit.
Another one of Angela's followers started calling her
Better
daddy
warm it
during
up.
one of her Saturday Night Lives. Angela
jealous,
loved
I'm
it.
gonna wait.
She
Can I
requested that all
watch?
of her followers call her daddy and call themselves Daddy's Girls.
I remember when I tried to get everyone to call me Poppy, bro. It did not go over well for me.
Yep, another sentence I didn't think I'd say here, but here we are. What started as a sisterhood quickly evolved into something much more controlling. Now, just to give expert context on the manipulation that was at work here, in this sort of marginalized community, jet-setting
Chat, you guys are now Poppy's girls. Yo, shout out to all the Poppy's girls in chat. Ladies. What's up, Poppy?
Jasmine, a licensed clinical therapist and master fetish trainer, didn't know fetish trainer was a thing. Okay.
Turn it
She
off.
explained the vulnerability this way. Black women often don't have the same access to BDSM education and training because they're unwelcome in traditional kink spaces due to stigma around.
Black women don't have traditional BDSM kink training? Chat, did I miss the BDSM course? Who the fuck gets BDSM training as like a status quo? Yo, Joe, thanks for the follow. What the fuck? There's training?
On black sexuality. So when someone like
Are you a black girl?
A woman
Holy
of color
fluffy hair. What up, dog?
A safe outlet to explore BDSM, it seems like salvation. But that's exactly what makes it so dangerous. These are women who are already marginalized by both mainstream society and the BDSM community, making them perfect targets for predators.
I got mine.
Girls identify themselves with
you do the course, bro. I had to do some on-the-job training. I learned on the job.
hearts in their bios, inspired by
Jason, what a gifted! Turn the fuck up! I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Oh shit! Jason's gonna steal your movie night.
Painting her nails yellow once and liking the color. They gathered every Saturday night for Angela's Lives, which initially were marketed as support groups for BBWs, charging $50 via Cash App for Zoom attendance. But the blurred lines between
she would do $50 Zoom BDSM training sessions with people. Straight off the bench. That's so smart. Turk, let's start working about business model.
Between lifestyle and coercion became apparent quickly. Former
Yo, you guys want to buy my BDSM course?
She was told she couldn't go live on her own account without permission.
She not Iraq? No, she's just light skinned.
She had to ask first, or else they'd all get in trouble.
Get out of here. Yeah, nah. I'll send the business plan template, and like at the end of the $50 course, I'm like, and if you guys want to upgrade to BDSM Pro Plus or even our Gold membership, those are some other price ranges, and we can get you into those. Stay after the meeting. And what is she teaching them? I don't fucking know. I have no idea. You can watch and learn. Allie, this ain't a good look for you, sis.
Members report being required to attend and comment on all of Angela's lives and videos to boost engagement. They had to stay on the phone with her during her overnight shifts. Their social media content had to be entirely about their allegiance to Angela. And this is where the line between BDSM and
it basically means you have to pay me $1 million.
Angela was allegedly...
Bro, listen. Light skins with light eyes right now. All good. We have Splatinum. Exactly. And if you want to upgrade to our... there's infinite tiers, to be honest. The ginger. Just say yes, Daddy. Shut up. Then when they put the gag in, let's be real, it's easy. What?
Telling members to themselves as punishment
back to work.
For small mistakes or anything she saw as disrespect.
Work.
The letter A into her leg for not showing enough respect during a live. Another time on a group FaceTime, members were told to themselves. Che had to do it 7 times because she was crying, which apparently made Angela angry.
What the fuck?
Stone back it all up. Other members also report being required to pray to Angela every morning.
Pray?
One of them even said she would take a bullet for Angela, be stabbed for her, die for her.
Angela, dear Angela, please make sure I get that new car. I want that promotion at work. Angela, if it pleases though, I shall spank myself the wind paddle 10 times tonight, Angela. Like, what the fuck are people doing? Can't be saying the hard R. Listen, bro, no hate to gingers, but when there's an option, when you choose to be ginger, when you're a fake ginger, then that's when we know. So we know something's up. Angela knows game, Lamau.
Because she knew Angela was powerful, strong, and God. Che hit her breaking point when she flew to Michigan to meet Angela. In a hotel room, Angela allegedly slapped her and grabbed her face. When Che got scared and pulled back, Angela tried to cut things off, and it turned into a full-blown fight. After that, the internet started catching on. The
Poser.
petition to deplatform Angela got over 21,000 signatures, but her most loyal followers, the Daddy's Girls, just doubled down. Even after TikTok banned her, they kept posting yellow hearts and defending her like nothing happened.
Me.
Rebuilding Atlantis, alleged. Now, this case is unfolding
Atlantis
as we speak,
SquarePantis.
and nobody knows how it's going to end. Some people are calling it a cult in the making, and others are just calling it an alternative living experiment. But what everyone agrees on is that TikTok is allowing us to watch whatever unfolds.
Chat,
before
I want to get a
eyes.
cult warehouse.
Meet
I'm not
Michael
kidding.
Guzman, better known as Rebuilding Atlantis on TikTok. He apparently owns 20 acres of desert
This is definitely a guy you want to trust.
land in West Texas, and since January of 2024, he's been inviting people to live there for free. His pitch is bring whatever you have, a tent, your vehicle, a camper, and escape the oppressive systems that are pricing everyone out of a normal
You
life.
should make a cult. That's a good idea. Chat, what do you think? The beard says friendly. I don't really like beards like if I was to have a beard, I don't have one like Turks. Like I like neat, trimmed beards, like accentuate the face. Like the Colts. Colt 45 and 2 Zig. I would join, bro. Listen, you're already in a cult, bro. Surprise. Welcome to the Cynicalul, buddy.
Next with people talking about how rent is too
Sell me your soul.
high, groceries are too expensive,
Welcome.
and that he just can't take the oppressive system
Ladies, take Joe here and show him a good time. Tell me to build a beard. I don't want you to have a beard like this. You don't build a beard, you grow it. Join the cult. Colt 45 and 2 zigzags. I shot it, you're already in. Honestly, I think that's the only way we could be a real cult is if, like, I use the ladies in the cult to, like, get, like, lonely men to join and give us money. You know what I mean? I'm like, ladies, show our new member a good time. He paid for the premium experience. Must take your soul now. Nah, Vamp puts the souls in storage. Keeps them cold.
anymore. So he
About the
posted a
gays,
video
same
saying it
thing.
was time to start a revolution.
Listen,
explaining that he
I
had
feel like
everything
gays pull
organized
more
and
than girls
prepared, including
nowadays.
chickens for his off-grid community. As
Well, man,
expected,
exactly.
his message resonates. It is in fact true
Even
that housing
then-
costs are crushing people. Young people honestly can barely
It's
afford
time to
live
get a
by themselves.
job.
So when
Sis, it's been time to get a job.
someone offers free land
The Death
and a
Note
chance to build something better, it sounds pretty appealing. Every step of the process
Corner
was
cut up.
documented, live streamed, and hashtagged. His videos show him hauling water in tanks from the quote ghost town of Sierra Blanca, rigging a washing machine to run by solar power,
Build my own town in West Texas. Damn, Turkey moved too soon.
attempting to grow a garden in the desert.
You could went and
that's
lived there for
basically how the
free.
recruitment started. Anyone interested had
You
to
think they got
subscribe to his
internet?
TikTok and pay $5.99 monthly to support him. Two people eventually took the plunge: Austin Mowry and a woman known as Visionary Empress. They both started their own TikTok accounts documenting their experiences. Visionary Empress posted videos showing her building a shade tent and explaining her work doing quote conscious language upgrades.
And it might have been
Austin showed off his
gas.
tent setup
Free
and the landscape
99
around the
rent.
property. The utopian promises were classic for this kind of venture. Michael positioned Atlantis as a place where people could be self-sufficient,
Bro, am I low-key doing this in North Carolina, getting everyone to move there?
escape government control, and build a better society. He talked about opening a general store to sell items to residents, creating a sustainable community where people didn't need money. Now, the question of whether this constitutes a cult is genuinely complicated, which is why this is listed as alleged. On the surface, Michael says everyone's responsible for their own food, shelter, and movement. It's his
But
land, and
October-
yeah, he's clearly in charge, but he's not forcing people to stay or pushing a big belief.
Welfare
shared
version,
ideology,
Akon
you
City.
can't talk to your
Nah,
family.
Akon got billions from the government, and it's just disappeared. So, I guess in a way. The South ain't for me. Bruh, shut the fuck up. The South, bro. We're talking about North Carolina, dog. Get some sleep. Sis lives in the Middle West. Literally that Midwest for a reason. You below me?
But things start to feel off pretty quickly.
I only say that because you're in Indiana. If you live somewhere else, I'd be like, okay. But you live in Indiana, bro. Listen, bro, there are more racist people in Indiana than North Carolina. The Carolinas ain't for me.
He got irritated
the
when people hesitated
cornfields,
to move to
literally.
the literal middle of the desert. He's super combative with any kind of criticism or authority that doesn't exactly scream safe leader. Anyway, people did actually start
Wait, is Ohio a red state, Turk? You're in Indiana. You didn't know she was from Indy?
living there. Sarah was one of them. She drove in from Florida to help deliver water and was promised a cut of the profits and a tiny house. Instead, their water truck got stuck for 3 days. She had to walk for hours in the heat, lost her shoes.
Dang! So you lived in Texas and Ohio, right? And you said somewhere else, right? Kansas City or something? You live in your first blue state. How do you feel? It's like, I'm starting to feel liberal. Starting to want to dye my hair blue and drive an electric car. The other day before. Bro, she's in Michigan right now, bro. She's not even that far.
And found herself surrounded by trash, no power, no sewer, no shade, just chaos. When she spoke up, Michael got verbally abusive. She called 911 after one fight, and he told her she wasn't allowed to ask for help.
Honestly, bro, I think that in this next election, I think this will be the first time in a long time that like independent or someone that's not Republican Democrat could win if they get enough like political pull and stuff like that. I'm into it. To a cabino.
Ride or let her charge her phone. She walked 8 miles with one bag and a bottle of water before someone called the cops to help her. Visionary Empress also left. Less drama, but still admitted it was too much. Living off-grid was just not what she signed up for. So, is it a cult? Well, that's pretty much up for debate. You guys can leave comments down below. There's a claim of no force ideology or spiritual manipulation, and people are free to leave, which many have, but there are clearly red flags. Financial barriers, isolation, verbal abuse, and a growing list of people who came in hopeful and left traumatized. The Garden, alleged. Our final case brings us to what might be the most complex and controversial TikTok community we've examined. The Garden in Lafayette, Tennessee, and like with rebuilding Atlantis, people are still divided on exactly what this was. Some called it a dangerous cult that needed to be shut down. This one. Others insisted it was just a misunderstood intentional community that got destroyed by an internet mob mentality. But what everyone can agree on is this. The Garden became one of the first communities to have its entire rise and fall documented through TikTok. The story begins with Patrick Martian, who founded the Garden as an offshoot of the Rainbow Family movement. Martian grew up in the Rainbow
Family? That's us, chat.
Community is known for their bohemian lifestyle
now we have
and sometimes controversial reputation. The Garden started as Shut Up and Grow It, evolving from the Rainbow's family traveling kitchens with a stated mission to encourage sustainable food production. The 25.5-acre property operated as what they called an egalitarian, alternative, leaderless community, propagating a culture of sharing freedom and cooperation.
I'm the Rainbow King.
Aimed at achieving consensus, and newcomers got a 10-day visitor pass. After those 10 days, if you wanted to stay longer, you had to ask the community for permission. And for a whole 12 years, the Garden operated relatively quietly.
The pot of gold.
Of residents fluctuated, sometimes as high as 100 people, sometimes down to just...
I bet Joe's got a pot of gold.
A handful. In a 2020 YouTube interview, Martian explained that their goal was
to she's Irish.
As many people as possible, as fast as possible.
Ali's name is Ali O'Lucky. Isn't O'Lucky such a cool ass name?
Money. He had this vision where people would find community online and flock to it. Now enter Tree is Alive, a 24-year-old from the UK and his partner Julia. They were traveling across the US, visiting communes, and documenting their off-grid adventures on YouTube. In late 2020, they landed at the Garden because it seemed perfect for their sustainable living journey. Tree started posting TikToks about it, all pretty wholesome at first, building birdhouses, climate talk, off-grid showers. But in February of 2021, he posted a full tour, dropped the address, and invited people to join. That video blew up. At first, the response was great, but once it hit the mainstream side of TikTok, things got weird. Internet people dug up old criminal records, sketchy YouTube videos.
Jason, would you name your kid Shadow?
Residents killing and eating a feral cat. The cat incident actually became a scandal and got a lot of fixation. Post and
what the fuck?
Let's see the new wheel.
Chat. Morgus. With a $20 TTS. My stunning fiance. Who is it, Morgy fucking? That's what I really want to know. This is news to me. Hey. No. Guys, great stream today. I love you guys. Good night.
I'ma vent on this one. Let you take a journey through my mind. Let you know what I'm thinking about. Yeah. Yeah.
It kind of just blends in my real hair. What the fuck? Become who you were born to be. On top. It is on top of my head. It's on the back of my head. Hmm. And the tail. I'm getting to it. I don't like to be rushed when I'm putting on my persona. I look like a fucking werewolf. Jason! It's shedding. How am I gonna sit down with this thing on? Fucking hate you. Fuck. Let's see it. You're pushing it. Nah, Tarth, you're pushing it. Do a spin. Do a spin. You what? Didn't think we would hit it. Oh, I saw my tail. Ooh. Shout out to Morgus. Shout out Morgus. Chat. Thank you. $20. What the heck? There'll be more game. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I will not be able to game with these gloves on, so I'll have to take off the gloves when we game because they actually the gloves don't really fit my hands, so I can't really move them properly. They're too short. My eyes are starting to hurt. I don't think I will. You know what? I think I like this new version of myself actually. I think I found who I've always supposed to have been. Bro, these gloves are fucking shedding. Meow. Nah, yeah, that's extra. Yeah.
Comments alike, And one resident
$5,
casually
please.
joked online that it, quote, tasted like chicken, which didn't help. And it was at this point that suddenly the garden was being labeled as a cult. And some residents leaned
More
into
than
it,
Jinx.
posting dark
The
jokes,
gloves,
holding
dude.
candlelit rituals,
My fingers
and
are
literally
covered
passing
in
around
hair.
a jug labeled Kool-Aid. You know, the Jonestown.
Take it off. Take what off? My persona is just an extension of who I am. It's part of me.
Reference. The fun was intertwined with a lack of clarity, and with the internet confusion at play, things escalated fast.
Remember from Kaz,
The TikToker
all of
even
it.
reported Tree to immigration, and in classic internet fashion, death threats started rolling in. Tree said he felt, quote, dead inside.
First
the
time.
garden, which had existed for over a decade, shut its doors to the public. When Tree and Julia finally left, only 4 people were left living there. So, cult or not,
Like,
once
bro, Drake, I need to stop talking shit before we expose her.
again, I'll leave it up for you to decide. But it absolutely looked like a messy experiment in alternative living that
Dude,
got chewed up by
what
the
the
TikTok outrage
fuck?
machine.
For
All
what?
things considered, what we have
Be
seen,
careful, I ain't
at
got
least in my
nothing.
opinion, are seemingly different groups with different tactics but the same patterns, which makes me believe
Drake, she's playing a dangerous bluff right now.
TikTok cults aren't random at all.
I matched his
They kind
hair.
of thrive because the platform rewards what makes them go viral in the first place.
Mhm,
You need
mhm.
content that is sometimes edgy and unhinged, just like we saw with Robert Shin, who used pro dance gigs to pull young
Mr.
creators away from
Please
their
say
families,
ho.
or Gigi Jarvis, who used her cult
I
psychology
honestly don't think I
background to blow up to
should
150,000
for your own
followers in
good.
under a week, or Angela Van Dusen twisting body positivity and BDSM culture to manipulate and profit.
Maybe
off
Drake
vulnerable
should.
women. Even the cases where people debate whether they're actually
Maybe
cults
Drake
show
should
the same
re-enlighten
pattern.
you.
Charismatic leaders offering solutions to real problems,
And
using
then-
TikTok to
then-
bypass
then you
traditional
might be a little
gatekeepers,
nicer to me.
and attracting followers who are desperate for belonging, purpose, or escape from their current circumstances. The algorithm doesn't care if it's healing or harmful, it just wants your attention. And when someone's lonely or looking for meaning, it's way too easy to confuse control for care.
It's crazy, be careful.
Anyway, I guess if a creator's offering all the answers, demanding loyalty, or telling you to cut loved ones off, maybe ask yourself, is this content or is this
Hasn't
a
been
cult?
set yet.
Because on TikTok, sometimes the
Bro, I've
difference
never
is
had a
just
Ruby
one
shot.
swipe. And with that being said, my name is Tuv. Hopefully I earned your subscription. If you want to see more of my personality, I live stream a lot over on twitch.tv/.
Nobody wants to see that shit, bro.
And with that being said, leave a like on the video. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time I upload.
Any be dying laughing? Fuck nah, bro. That is